Real quick, want to right off the top apologize for the video I put out earlier today. Using a new camera system, and for some reason the upload defaults always revert back to public before I have a chance to do any of the editing. So the first video actually was published with just some random group of letters I threw out there to just move on to the next page to upload it on YouTube. So try not to let that happen again. Thank you guys for your patience. I didn't get it fixed till it had like 100 views or so. Anyway, but in the video we were talking about how this region might be looking at war depending on what happens in Colombia this weekend. So I thought for the second video I was going to talk about blockchain, the petro, how banks in Russia are looking into this, and how it's going to more than likely be something they use in the future to circumvent even the threat of sanctions. If, the U.S. knows that this can just be used to deal with the, food issues and the military issues and trading for oil and all this kind of stuff, that there won't be any chance of sanctions. But it led me down a different road. It seems that's happening a lot lately. I had this all pulled up on Info Defensa. National Guard, we've talked about this before, where we showed the Venezuelan military arming its people, handing out weapons and giving them military-grade weapons so they could defend their country, such as change from the United States that actually makes you want to submit for mental health exams before they'll even let you go buy one of your own. They'll give them to you in Venezuela. And how it's strange over the last few years. This is from 25 August of last year, where they activated their special forces. And this is from December of last year that Russia, complied with all of its ends of the contracts. So either they were paid or had high confidence that they would be paid. This is March of this year, and Venezuela is investing $20 million in equipping its special forces. But I got to hear, and this was yesterday, that the Venezuelan special forces are going to be using this particular weapon called the Changfeng Charlie Foxtrot 05 submachine gun, and it goes down through here and it talks about all of the different specs of this weapon and where they're getting it from, who makes it, all this. And I thought, what would be great if I would just go to YouTube and I would find a review. There's got to be a review of this weapon somewhere, and we'll just end the video by showing people the pluses and the minuses of this particular weapon. Well, it's kind of a funny thing. The only reviews of the weapon are in games. And it just struck me as something that I don't know if it's even possible, but let me run it by my audience. A lot of the channels on YouTube that were the gun channels have been getting demonetized because of the whole nonsense with Parkland and blah, 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 blah. But if anybody knows anything about Twitch or about the streamer sites or the gamers, they're making money hand over fist. Now, would it be possible to do a gun site, a gun review site, using this kind of technology where it wasn't actually a real person with a real gun, but you could get the idea across? If someone would, you'd probably need some technical expertise to step in and help you make a game or help you make the changes necessary to take it out of IRL and put it into something like this. But I have not heard of any of these first-person shooter streamer types getting demonetized, especially not on Twitch. Those guys, the kind of money they make is just sick. It's just ridiculous. But I'll give you a sample here of what you can watch. We'll go back to the beginning, but You get the idea. Let's see if that last one is still here. We'll go back a screen. As you can see, it's the Charlie Foxtrot 05, Changfeng. I guess it's just the idea that well, I suppose that would definitely get you more viewers if your icons looked like that, that's for sure. That's a damn shame. Anyway, I'll leave it there, I guess. Just a thought. There's got to be some medium, I'm sure, between this and that, but I guess you just can't make this kind of stuff up. That they would allow this and leave it monetized and not talk about this being a problem at all. But if it's an actual in real life person, just showing you how to take apart a weapon and put it back together again, and weapon care and weapon safety, and operating weapons in a safe, intelligent way, that gets demonetized. But this is perfectly fine, and I think we can see why. So, anyway, I will leave it there for you guys. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on what's going on in Venezuela, especially with the elections day after tomorrow. Also, this weekend is the anniversary, unfortunately, of the USS Fitzgerald. It was June 16th, June 17th of last year that everything happened over there. And I'm still debating doing a 1 year anniversary compendium video that puts together all of the story from beginning to end and the lies and all of the investigation. But just because I don't want to relive this for the people that went through it, it's just horrible. But maybe we'll do a brief one. So, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.